All right, what's happening? It's Justin Luvv's Power 107.5 Radio 1 Columbus in the building. Yo, there's a few people in this industry that have taken over. There's few people in this industry that have taken over like this man. I'm talking about the powerhouse of the Shield, the winner of the 2015 Royal Rumble, my homie Roman Reigns. What's up, Ron?
What's up, man?
How you feeling? Are you good?
I feel good. I'm never gonna complain when someone calls me a powerhouse.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Hey, man. Look, we're gonna jump right into it. There is nothing like when the WWE comes to town, and this time, you've been at Nationwide Arena for a long time. This time, we're going to the Shot. Now, a lot of people talking about this main event. There's a lot of rumors have been talking, saying, well, wait, Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns are supposed to not really be okay with each other. We're supposed to have a little friction, a little problem. They're going to meet at Fastlane. But I heard that you might be on the same side tonight.
Well, yeah, that's the cool thing about WWE is you just never know what's going to happen. I mean,
yeah.
you could think, the whole landscape's like this, and all of a sudden, bam, all this happens, and it looks completely different the next day. So that's the type of situation I have on my plate is I have a bit of a rivalry with Daniel Bryan, and then I have a huge match coming up at Fastlane, like we talked about. The #1 contendership for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, and it's going to be me and Bryan fighting that out for it. But there's always a situation where you never know if you're going to have to team up with the guys. So, for the greater good and to get the job done tonight, we may have to put our differences aside and do battle together. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, that's been the rumor. That's what the whispers have been. Is that something might, go over this way. Now, we were talking about how you won the 2015 Royal Rumble just a few months ago. And of course, just months, the Royal Rumble was almost always giving someone a title shot.
Sure.
No matter what. But this time, it didn't go that way. This time, okay, I'm headed to the road to WrestleMania, but then all of a sudden, here comes Triple H, here comes Stephanie, and they they took it from you, basically.
Yeah, the Authority, man, what a bunch of buzz killers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was riding high, feeling good about myself, and then bam, they challenged me. And that's the thing is, they can try and talk about they manipulated this, they manipulated that. I read the fine print. I knew exactly what I'm signing up for. The bottom line is I was challenged.
Right.
I was not only challenged by Triple H and the Authority, I was challenged by Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, and the WWE Universe. So, as a man, what are you going to do?
You got to step up.
You're going to answer the call, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I think I did. So now it's, the writing's on the wall. Now it's just about going and doing battle, getting physical. And, it's going to just come down. Who wants it more? Me or Daniel Bryan?
Do you think you want it more?
I know I do.
You know
I do. I know what I'm fighting for. I hope he knows the same.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, talk to me about, of course, who came in and saved you at the Royal Rumble. Your cousin, The Rock. I want to know one thing that nobody knows about your cousin. What's one thing that no one knows about The Rock?
One thing I've heard this from other guys in the locker room that guys who've been around a bit longer than I have and were around when he was. One thing I heard about him that is kind of weird is he likes to take a shower before he wrestles.
Really?
Before he puts all his gear on and all that stuff. He likes to share. That's just what I heard. I don't know if that's a true thing or that's just kind of a grapevine thing or he said, she said, but that's something kind of wacky I heard. Yeah.
So you don't know through the family. That's more of a through the locker room
kind of locker room thing, yeah.
Okay, all right. Tell me one thing we don't know about the Shield.
Oh, there's a lot that people didn't know. With the Shield, the thing with that is we didn't have that much time. We were, and people look at us as arguably one of the greatest factions of all time.
Yeah.
One of the best groups. But we were only, afforded a year and a half. We did all the stuff that we did, lightning in a bottle. It just happened so quick.
Right.
One thing, when we first got on the road, we, all three of us saving money-wise and stuff, we all stayed in the same hotel room for
really?
A couple weeks where, we get the double beds, and then one of the brothers would have to get on the floor. So, but, you know, and that's coming straight out of developmental. You know what I mean? Money was tight. You know, we were in a warehouse just grinding away.
Who slept on the floor?
Ambrose did the majority of the time. He's a trooper. That's how he rolls. He didn't care half the time.
Oh, yeah?
Half the time, before we could even, you know, be ready to lay down, he was asleep already. You know what I mean?
Seth was kind of the diva, wasn't he?
You know, he likes a soft bed.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
But we all did rotate. We all had a rotation. But if there was somebody who was on the floor a little bit more than the other, it may have been.
Dean was okay to be on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, he's
funny.
You know, he's a good-spirited guy. Who doesn't take it too seriously. So, you know, as long as he has somewhere to close his eyes, I think he'd be all right.
Okay, yeah, I can see him being that kind of guy. Let me ask you this, just kind of makes me think, you know, Seth, of course, is on a different path, and he's changed his whole persona, if you will. You know, he's changed his attire. He's changed the way he comes to the ring. So is Dean, of course. Dean's completely changed his attire. Now, you stuck with the traditional Shield entrance, still coming through the crowd, still kind of the same ring attire as. Why is it that you haven't made the same kind of transformation as the other guys have?
Well, the way I look at it is, you know, with your explanation, the only thing they changed was what they wore and where they came from. So now they come from the stage, which is just garbage.
Yeah.
Everybody does that. For me, you know, going through the crowd is unique. I legitimately feel like the seats, you know, that surround that stairwell that I come down, there's a greater value to them now.
Why is that?
Because it's a part of the show. You know, people are sitting there. They're right up on me. They get the same interaction that we're having. Where they can grab me. They can feel me. You know what I mean? They can get a better sense of, you know, how big I am, or, you know, what I, you know. They can even smell me, as weird as it sounds. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You're gonna smell probably a good bit of hair conditioner and a whole bunch of oil on these arms. But I think, you know, for me, it just made sense. You know, the Shield, like the gear I wear is the gear I wear. It doesn't change anything. I mean, I can imagine there's a huge argument that they want me in the trunks, but that's just not what's gonna happen. You know, I mean. For me, what you wear doesn't make you who you are. It's what you stand for.
Yeah.
You know, it's if you don't know who you are, you know, outside of what you're wearing, then you have a long way to go.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense because, I mean, I've never seen. We see every once in a while someone will come in through the crowd, you know, but to consistently do it. Tell me what's it like? I know you say people can touch you, they can smell you, they can feel you, all that kind of stuff. Have you ever had just a really awkward situation happen coming through the crowd? You know, guys when they're drinking beer, girls are, you know, I mean, there's got to be something crazy that's happened.
To be honest, you know, and you say the guys drinking beer, they've been great. Like,
really?
I figured there was going to be an incident sooner or later. Like, oh, I'm going to change the whole dynamic here. He's not even going to make it to the ring.
Right,
something crazy happens, which please don't do it. Don't test me. I don't want to. I don't want to show you what's really going on here.
I love it.
But like, there's been a few weird incidents. Like, there was one time a little girl I'm walking down and I just noticed and there's a little girl just wrapped around my waist, just hugging me. That was kind of cute. There's been a few women who. I don't mind it if you touch, just don't scratch. Like one chick scratched me in the back of my neck, and nothing good happens out of that because as soon as I notice it, you know, I have security right there watching my back, so they're gonna get thrown out, and then your whole night gets ruined. So just if you keep your cool, you're gonna stay in the show. Actually, like 2 weeks ago, I probably shouldn't say anything about this because I'm not encouraging it. Y'all better stop doing this. Some chick grabbed my butt. She got to go. And it happened. I was like, I couldn't help but to laugh because she was just sitting there like so guilty. You know what I mean? And the security guy saw her, and he was like, I was like, just leave her, let her be. She didn't scratch me. Thank God. They gotta have, you know, my pants on.
Yeah.
But it's just. Those are the kind of things I'm dealing with these days.
Yeah.
The women they're a little more crazy than the men at this
So it's more the women than the men.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It's a real thing happening.
Speaking of women, so of course, this coming Saturday, Valentine's Day. Does Roman Reigns have a Valentine?
Oh yeah, I got my wife.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So people talking about buying roses. We were doing something. They were talking about like a teddy bear, like a cuddle bear, or something like that. That's just ridiculous.
Why do you say that?
Because I bought her a pony.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought her a real life pony with a. No, I didn't buy that.
I mean, you bought her.
Yeah, I'm on the road, man. But I encourage, do your shopping now. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Get set, that way you can just bask in your glory. All the men out there who are not prepared, you're going to be nervous, you're going to be shaken. If you get it done, then you can just sit back and, cool hand Luke. You just know it's going to happen. It's all good. You did right, you're prepared, and you're going to have a lovely day.
But it's a chick's holiday. Why don't we have one?
We do. It's called the Super Bowl.
Good preaching.
Yeah.
That's good preaching.
And every other football day. Yeah, we have Saturdays and Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. Men have a bunch of days.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you got me on that.
Yeah, we got to give it back to the ladies, man. We got to show the love.
All right, I love it. So, you're part of one of the more elite wrestling families. I got a list from Mr. Rhodes, Cody, or I'm sorry, Stardust.
Let's not get that confused.
Right.
Two total different people.
The artist formerly known as Cody Rhodes. The top 5 families in wrestling, according to Roman Reigns.
I don't have to give you 5. I just give you the one, and that's my family.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. There's just one.
Who's the craziest out of your family? Usos, Yokozuna, Umaga, yourself, The Rock. Who's the craziest? Who's the most off? The one we wouldn't expect.
The one
to be that guy.
God bless him, and he's not with us anymore. But I'd have to probably say Umaga. People,
Yeah.
He did the savage thing, that character who didn't speak English and all that. But if you knew Umaga, if you knew Eki, he was the type of guy that just lit up the room, just the complete spirit of the room, the party of.
Is that right?
Yeah, man. He almost had that type of Ric Flair feel,
really
where Eki was, the party was people were having fun, smiling loud. He was so loud, charismatic. And then there's another one who to this day, he, in my opinion, he's the craziest, most genuine, lovable. One of our family members is Tonga Kid, Little Sam. Yeah.
Really?
And that's old school too.
That's very old school. Yeah.
And he was way before his time.
Yeah.
And you could see a lot of how the Usos are. Their attitude, the dancing, that flamboyance, that character. He had all that, and to this day, he'll still talk your ear off. He calls me all the time. So,
is that right?
Yeah, we're definitely a family full of characters.
Wow. Never would have thought the Tonga Kid, because, I guess he was kind of, like you said, before his time with all the animated stuff and everything like that. So.
Quick question for you.
Sir.
What was Cody's 5? Where'd he put him?
Okay, so Cody had the...
Or Stardust, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Stardust. And all this stuff, right? So Cody had, of course, the Rhodes family. He had he had your lineage. He also had the Rotunda family.
That's a good one. That's a very good one. That's one that I think people are sleeping on for sure.
That one really surprised me because I didn't know, of course, about Mike Rotunda and Bray. He told me. I said, well, let me go look this up. I said, oh, he was right.
Yeah, you got Barry Windham. There's a bunch. Blackjack. So I mean, there's a very rich tradition in their family as well.
Yeah, it was really fascinating. The other one he had was, of course, the Von Erichs.
The Hearts.
The Hearts. That's exactly who it was. Yeah. So. Yeah, it was pretty cool, and then all of a sudden he started wearing paint and everything. So
he hisses and a lot of stuff going on there.
It's hilarious, man.
Do what you gotta do.
Roman Reigns, talk to me about why should people come out to the WWE? I know, but for someone who's kind of new on the scene, why should they come out tonight?
Well, just think of it this way. Right now, I just got off work.
Yeah.
Terrible day in the office.
Right.
You just want to be with your kids. You want them to have fun. You want to see them smiling. You want to be that awesome parent. You know what you should do?
We should do.
Take your family to WWE Raw. That's what you need to do. There's
Tonight.
just tonight at the Shot. It's pretty much the biggest form of entertainment in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a complete circus. They give us an arena to do this at. We have fireworks. We have strongmen. We have every type of character you could ever think. We have a little bit of everything for anybody. If you're looking for a good time with the family, a place to let your hair down, have a beer, have some popcorn, you know, eat a hot dog, just enjoy the wife and kids. Come on down, watch the show. You'll be on TV. It's going to be an awesome night.
And the craziest thing with me is tickets start at $15.
15 and
15.
Let me point this out. Every seat's a good seat.
Yeah.
I mean, in these arenas, like even if you're up high, you still have a great shot at the ring. You can see all the action. You know what I mean? Every perspective's a good perspective in the arena. So just come on out. We guarantee you're gonna have a good time.
And it's a completely different experience than watching on TV.
Absolutely.
Night and day.
There's so much that goes on too. You know, there's so much within the production and just things. You know, so many moving parts. That's one of my favorite things. Is before the show even starts, before there's anybody in the building, just seeing all that goes into to making this happen. We have one of the best crews that you could ever have. You know, to prepare us, and you know, we're in great hands.
Perfect. Roman Reigns, I appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations on your continued success.
You're listening to Justin Love.
I love it.